All right, so a lot of you guys have been asking me after I made that video about the prices dropping in the future. You basically asked me, listen, Knockout, I understand that the prices are going to be cheaper in the future, but I don't know when the future is going to come. The future could be next month, it could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, it could literally be December of 2024. We don't know. But what I do know is I'm looking at a 2022 Scatpack. I'm looking at a 2023 Hellcat Charger, and the price makes sense. It's used, but it makes sense and it works for me, and it's my perfect trim. Should I buy this car that I'm looking at right now, or should I wait and hope that I can find this car 3, 4, 5 months from now at half the price? Well, I got to be real with you. If you see the car that you want and it's right in front of you and the price works, you better jump on that deal ASAP. Don't worry about the future. And I'll tell you why. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout360 here with the video. Another video. As you can tell, I'm in a house that makes this a house vlog. You know how it's going down when I come around. Let's get into it. I've got car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you're in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So let's go ahead and look at some of the prices here, right? So boom, this is brand new 2023 Dodge Charger Hellcats in Charlotte. And I'll be honest with you, they are dropping a little bit. I'm looking at a 2023 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat wide body right at $90,000. We don't know what the options are, but it's right at 90, which is actually pretty reasonable. Looks like a Hellcat wide body jailbreak. I'm assuming this is a red eye. I could be mistaken. They want 97, 93, 94, 92, 94, 92, 92, 92, 97, 92, 94, 92. Now that's for brand new cats, for scats. This one's pretty reasonable right here, although it is a slim body. They want 49.5. This is when it starts to get crazy here. So a lot of these prices are still up there. 65.1, 63.8, and then 71,000 for a Scatpack wide body, and then another 70,000 Scatpack. They're still taxing, needless to say. Let's look at the used Scatpack Chargers. 2021, they got a slim body with 17,000. They want 33. 2020, they want 31. 22, looks like a wide body joint. Got some big rims on it. I hope you take those off immediately. They want 34 for it, 51, 34, and so on and so forth. And then for Hellcats, 22s, 21s, they want 75, 77, 66, 71, and a 59. With 47,000 miles on it, and it's a 2019. So the reason that I'm showing you guys that, let me go ahead and stop this bad boy. But the reason that I'm showing you guys that is because a lot of you guys, since I put out that video that Dodge is going to be dropping the prices tremendously. And when I say tremendously, from what I heard from talking to a Dodge exec, I can't reveal his name, I can't reveal who he works for, I can't reveal his title, but he basically said 2 words, re-inventory and re-sticker, which basically means that they're pretty much going to, on paper, electronically, re-deliver these cars to the dealership as if they're being delivered for the first time, right? So that's the re-inventory part. And then they're going to re-sticker them, which basically means the sticker price that you see on the window, they're getting rid of that. They're going to print out a whole new one, right? And to my understanding, some of these prices are going to be dropping anywhere between 20, 30, and 40%. Now, you know, like I know, the car market right now is real fragile, and Stellantis is suffering the worst, like literally the worst. I think it was Stellantis and Kia that was suffering the worst in January of 2024, right? The beginning of this year, like it was that bad. So they've got to do something drastic, right? They've got the 2024 Chargers and 2025 Chargers coming in. They don't want 24, 25 electric Chargers sitting next to 23 Hellcats and Scatpacks. This video is sponsored by CarLock. CarLock is a car security device that I stand by and recommend for some extra security and peace of mind if you own a Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger. Check them out by clicking the link below in the description. Use code Knockout360 for an additional 10% off your Amazon purchase. And also use code Knockout360 for 14 extra free day trial. Let's get into the video. That's too many options for the consumer. And 9 times out of 10, the consumer is still going to choose the big V8 engine, right? So that defeats the whole purpose of having a brand new 24 or 25 Charger on the lot. So needless to say, these dealerships have got to get creative with the funding or with the financing, right? So in other words, they're going to be slashing prices 20, 30, 40%. Now, the only problem with that sounds all well and good on paper. The only problem with that is we don't know when they're going to start slashing prices. They could start slashing prices next month. They could start slashing prices 3 months from now, at the end of the summer, at the beginning of the fall, or they could literally slash prices in the last month of 2024, December of 2024. We don't know. I don't know. The guy that I spoke to, he doesn't know, but he just knows that before the end of the year, they're going to start slashing prices, right? With that being said, after making that video, a lot of you guys were asking me, all right, so knockout, so boom. I watched the video and it makes perfect sense that all of the prices are going to be dropping before the end of the year, and that's all well and good. But I'm looking at a specific 21, 22, 2019, or even a 23 used. It's got the perfect trim, the leather seats, Alcantara wheels, it's got the sunroof, it's got the rims, it's got the perfect color. It's got everything that I want in a Scat Pack or a Hellcat or even an RT, right? My question to you is, should I pull the trigger right now and buy this car, lease it, finance it, however you do it? Or should I wait based on what you're telling me, right, for a day that probably will come, but I have no guarantees what day it will be, on possibly seeing this particular make and model and trim 6 months from now at half the price? Should I wait? And I'm gonna be honest with you, what I've been telling people is, if you see what works for you and you see the perfect, trim, like in my case, I wanted black on black. I wanted a black Charger, red Brembo brakes. I wanted the specific, Hellcat Devil rims. I wanted black leather seats, and I wanted a sunroof. Like, that was my trim. That was literally what I told them. I want black on black with black leather everything. If I saw that black leather everything right now and the price made sense and I could work with it financially, it made sense, and it had all the trimmings that I wanted, and because it's used or maybe even it's new, the price makes sense, jump on it ASAP. And the reason that I say that is because like I know, that car that you're looking at right now, for instance, let's say you see a Hellcat Charger wide body, for like 85 or something like that, or 80, let's say a flat 80, and you see it for 80 right now, and you watch my video and you say, well, damn, Knockout just said it, that there's a chance that these $80,000 cars could be 60, 65,000 in the next 3 to 4 months. Now, how pissed off would you be if you bought an $80,000 car right now, March 23rd, and then by August, that same car is like 60,000 or 65? That's a that's a $15,000 to $20,000 difference right there. That's a huge difference in your payment, right? But the reality of the situation is that you're probably never going to see that exact trim again, right? So in my case, black on black, I'm probably never going to see that trim again in a Hellcat wide body Charger with black leather and sunroof and all of the other trimmings that I have on my car. I'm probably never going to see that again. So if I'm looking at that car right now, March 23rd, black on black, exactly how I like it, and the price makes sense and it works for me, I'm going to jump on that deal right then and there. And I've been telling you guys that. And the reason being is because exactly what I stated, you may never see that exact trim again. Now, like I know that, if you wanted a black on black car, but it's green or it's silver or it's white, you can always wrap it. You know what I'm saying? Like, color nowadays really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. But trims and all that stuff, that says a lot. Because if you're looking at a Charger right now, that's leather seats or Alcantara seats or that peanut butter Laguna leather that everybody likes with the sunroof, and it's at a certain price and that price works for you, but then you decide, you know what, I'm going to listen to Knockout and I'm going to wait 6 months and hopefully I'll see this car on the lot for $15,000 cheaper. You may see something similar with cloth seats or black leather or something that's kind of a non-negotiable for you, right? Like, I can't drive. Like, me personally, all of my cars that I've ever driven, with the exception of my first one, which was a Honda Civic, and I was just, blessed to have that at 17 years old. But every car that I've had since then was black leather. That's all I want, is black leather. I don't want Alcantara. I don't want peanut butter. I don't want Laguna leather. I don't want blue. I don't want red. I don't want white. I don't want none of that. I want black leather, black everything on the interior, right? So I'm a stickler for that. So if I went and looked at a Charger right now and it had, brown Laguna leather, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a hard no. That's a non-negotiable for me. I'm walking away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that for you guys in the sense that if you're looking at the perfect make and model and trim right now in front of you, used or new, Hellcat or Scatpack, and it makes sense, the price makes sense, then I would jump on it simply because you may not see that trim again. Now, the caveat to that is there is a chance that that car could be on the lot 6 months from now, and it could be on the lot 6 months from now, $10 to $15 to $20,000 cheaper. And somebody in the comments asked me that. They was like, how would you feel if you paid what you paid for your Hellcat? And I paid $88 for mine. And I bought mine in August of 23. They was like, how would you feel if you saw your car later on this year for like half the price? And I was like, you know what? I'd be pissed as hell. But at the same time, my situation was a little different just because I had mine built. Not to mention, I mean, I bought it brand new and I had the miles on it and all that shit. I'd be upset, obviously, because, if there's any significant price difference, 10, 15, 20,000, I mean, that's the matter of, hundreds of dollars as far as your car payment is concerned. And then obviously the amount of time that it's going to take to pay the car off and all that stuff, without a doubt. I'd be pissed, but at the same time, it's like I've already got my car and I've already secured it. I don't have to worry about being in the car market anymore. I don't have to worry about going to the dealership and trying to talk shop and talk them down from 75 to 72 and possibly from 72 to 70. I've already got it. The hassle, all that stuff is done. And that's kind of my mindset, my message towards you guys is that if you see what you really want, it's right in front of you and the price makes sense, jump on it. Go ahead and get your car. Finance it, lease it, however you do it, whatever works best for you, and be done with it. Regardless of what happens 6 months from now, be done with it. And know and have that peace of mind that you have the car that you want. The exact make and model, the exact trim, the exact interior, the exact exterior, the whole nine. You have what you want. Now, if you happen to see that same car 6 months from now and it's $20,000 cheaper, just look at that and say, you know what? Oh, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? They got me. But at least I got the car that I want. I had the peace of mind knowing that I have the car that I want. And then, of course, there's obviously refinancing options, things of that sort. You can probably even trade in your car and then get that one. Trade it in, you know what I'm saying? That's something that I even personally can think about myself. It's like, I could trade my car in. I wouldn't do that, honestly. I really wouldn't because I've done so much to it at this point. It wouldn't make sense. But, that's always an option, If it's one of those things like it just bothers you so much that you're spending 15, 20,000 more and you have your car now, trade it back in, trade it in and get the new one. You know what I'm saying? Get the one that's on sale or whatever the case may be. But from what I understand, guys, from what I've been told on good authority, there will be significant price drops on these cars. Now, cheaper, yes. The likelihood that the exact make and model that you want is going to be on the dealership lot, that is uncertain. We know that it's going to happen. We don't know when. We know that it is. And there's a chance that whatever trim and make and model you want may not be available at that time. You may have to do some more digging. You may have to go from city to city, state to state looking for that model. If you see that model in front of you, however, and it makes sense, I would say pull the trigger. Me personally, if I was in your shoes, with me being a guy that I am and wanting what I want, and I want my car now, and I need some kind of like some hard definitive answers, you know what I'm saying? I would jump on it right now. I've had 3 people in my DMs today alone that asked me about that. Listen, I'm looking at a used 2022 Scatpack and the price makes sense. The miles make sense. The trim and everything is perfect. Should I jump on it now or should I wait 4, 5, 6 months, however long it takes, and hope that these cars are still available by then? Me personally, if you see it, jump on it right then and there. I'm going to say that again. But, talk to me, guys. How do you feel about it? Like I said, there is a lot of these cars are going to be discounted, to my understanding. Hellcat, Scatpacks, RTs, GTs. They want to get all 23s off the lot. Durangos, Chargers, Challengers, Jeeps, Rams. They want to get all 23s off the lot. So all of the trims are getting cut. And I would imagine, the more expensive the trim, Hellcat, Red Eye, Demon, so on and so forth, those are going to be the ones with the $10, $15, $20,000, $30,000 discounts. Whereas, of course, your RTs and your SXTs and SEs and so on and so forth, probably not so much. But either way, everything's going to get cut. Everything's going to get cut. But like I said, the caveat to that is you don't know when the cuts are going to happen. You don't know what stipulations might come along with the cuts. There may be some red tape that they're not telling us about. And then, of course, the exact make and model that you want, may not be available in August or September or October, you know? So if you see the car that you want right now and it makes sense, and I'm talking about it has to make sense. Don't just jump on it because it's there and pay $78,000 for a Scatpack or $120,000 for a Hellcat. If it makes sense, mileage-wise, price-wise, trim-wise, everything works, then I would say jump on it right now and go ahead and get it out the way and just be done with it and have that peace of mind that you've got your car. That's just me, guys. Talk to me, man. How do you feel about it? You know, are you going to wait? If you don't have what you want, are you going to wait and hope that, you know, you see your cat significantly cheaper in the future? Or if you see it tomorrow, are you going to jump on it? Talk to your boy. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.